Welcome back. In this video, we'll create an application to understand fragments in Android. Open Android Studio, select New Project, select Empty Views Activity, and I'll name it as a Fragment App. And to create a fragment, it's like creating an activity. Select New, not Activity, select Fragment. And there are a bunch of different types of fragments. I'll select blank. And also you can see in the gallery, if you select gallery, you can see these types. I'm interested in fragment blank. Next, here the fragment name, I name it as first fragment. The fragment layout name, fragment underscore first. This is for the layout file. And the source language is Java for now. Later on in this course, I'll use Kotlin. Finish, and here we go. Don't afraid from this code. I'll delete them all in order to lecture it in detail in the next couple of minutes. A fragment, like an activity, has an XML layout file and a Java class that represents the fragment controller. It's similar to the activity. I'll design the layout of this fragment underscore first. I go to the split mode and I'll make the background color for this layout. I'll change the text view attributes, make it the size 48. And the text here, I'll change it to first fragment. Also, you can define other views like the button. Drag and drop it to here, but we're not dealing with constraint layout. We're dealing with frame layout. Frame layout is designed to block out an area on the screen to display a single item. It's like a frame that can hold and display one thing on top of another. And this allows the child views to overlap one another. The child views are stacked in the order they are added in the frame layout, with the last child added appearing on the top. You can see I added the button and it is overlapped and above the text view. And the solution to prevent the overlapping is to add margins. And here I'll add margin top 100 dp. You can see this is our first fragment and this is our button. Let's go to the first fragment here in the Java class, and you can see it extends the fragment. When you want to create a custom fragment, you typically inherit from the fragment class to define your fragment's behavior and appearance. So by extending fragment class, you are inheriting the basic functionality and lifecycle management provided by the fragment class. And the fragment class includes a set of lifecycle methods that you can override in your custom fragment to control what happens at different stages of the fragment's existence. And we talked about these callback methods in the previous lesson. You can override on attach, you can override on start, and other methods. The most important method being used and overridden in fragments is called onCreateView. Fragments can define their own user interfaces using layout files, XML, or by programmatically creating UI elements. But I prefer defining the UI elements using layout. The onCreateView method is often overridden to inflate the fragment's layout or construct UI components programmatically. When a fragment is first attached to an activity or needs to display its UI, Android calls the onCreateView method. If we look at the method signature, we can see there are three parameters. One of type inflator, the second is type view group, and the third is of type bundle. The first one, the inflator, it's an instance of layout inflator that can use to inflate a layout from an XML resource. The container is the parent view that the fragment's UI should be attached to. This parameter is useful when you want to determine the layout's parent, but you should not attach the UI to this container explicitly. Instead, the inflate method should be used to handle this job. Saved instance state, a bundle that provides information about the previous state of the fragment, which can be useful for restoring the fragment's state. And since our fragment contains one text view and one button, I need to define them here on onCreateView method. You can get rid of these methods. Later on, I'll add the others. But I want from you to focus with me here. The onCreateView, it's similar to onCreate method. You define the UI elements here. I'll start by view instance equal to inflator dot inflate r dot layout dot fragment first. Here I need to inflate. I want to display the layout. The second parameter is the container, and the last parameter is false. We talked about layout inflator and how to inflate layouts in the previous applications and the previous section, but as an overview, this line is a common pattern used in Android to inflate an XML layout resource file into a view object. Let's break down each part of this line to understand what it does. Inflator, this is an instance of the layout inflator class. It's a system service provided by Android that allows you to take an XML layout resource file and convert it into a corresponding view object in memory. Inflate method is a method provided by the layout inflator class, and it is used to create a view object from an XML layout resource. r.layout.fragment first. This is a reference to the XML layout resource file you want to inflate. The container is the parameter representing the parent view group, usually a frame layout, that will be a parent to the inflated layout. It specifies where the inflated layout will be attached in the hierarchy. The Fragments UI will be added to this container. False, this is the final parameter, indicates whether the inflated layout should be attached to the container immediately. When set it to false, it means that you'll manually add the inflated layout to the container, typically by returning it from the onCreateView method. Now, I'll get the reference for my widgets that I defined here, a button and a text view. Button, first button, equal view.findView by ID. I'm using this reference here, r.id.button1 fragment. Also, I need to add an ID for this text view, text frag1. And as set to you, I'll make it simple. So I'll start by first button, dot set on click listener, new view on click listener. And here I'll display a toast message that welcomes us to the first fragment. And don't miss to return the view, because we missed the return statement, return view. So this is how we create our first fragment and how to use the most important method, which is the onCreateView.